Welcome. In last class, we have discussed about lateral shift and normal shift. Today, we will discuss the phenomena total internal reflection. In short form, we call it as TIR. TIR meaning total internal reflection. Now, consider there are two mediums are present. This is first medium, this is second medium. You take N1 be the refractive index of the first medium and N2 be the refractive index of the second medium. For simplicity, we are taking N1 as the rarer medium, N2 as the denser medium. For example, the second medium is water medium and the first medium is air medium. Or we can take the second medium is glass medium and the first medium is water medium or air medium. The first medium must be rarer medium and the second medium must be denser medium. From the laws of refraction, we know that when the ray of light is traveling from rarer to denser medium, then the refracted ray is bending towards the north. When the same ray of light is traveling from denser medium to rarer medium, then the refracted ray is bending away from the north. By using this concept, we can understand the total internal reflection. Now, what I am doing, I am sending the ray of light from second medium to first medium, that is denser to rarer medium. When a ray of light is traveling from denser to rarer medium, then the refracted ray is going away from the normal. For example, you take this is the normal. If I1 is the angle of incidence in first case, then R1 be the angle of refraction in the first case. The refracted ray is going away from the normal. For example, if I1 is equal to 40 degree, then refracted ray is 50 degree, 60 degree, because it is going away from the normal when it is traveling from denser medium to rarer medium. Therefore, when, for example, I1 is equal to 40 degree, R1 is equal to 60 degree. Refraction is more, refracted angle is more. If I again increase the angle I2, for example, 45 degree, then angle of refraction for I2 angle of incidence, R2 be the angle of refraction. It is also going away from normal. It is up to 80 degree. Therefore, angle of refraction is also increasing. It is more bending. Like this it is keep on bending. At particular one angle of incidence, at that time what will happen? The refracted ray will grazes the surface. Means, if you take this is the surface, then the refracted ray is not going like this, it is simply moving like this. In normal cases it is refracting like this, but when it comes to the one particular angle, at that particular angle the refracted ray is going through the surface, it grazes the surface. Grazes means moving along the surface, or we can say that refracted angle is equal to 90 degree, like this. If it is normal, you take this is normal, this is a refracted ray, this is normal, angle between them is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, the refracted ray is grazing the surface, it is moving along the surface. Is it clear? That particular angle is called critical angle. This angle, what will happen? You take this is medium. For particular angle of incidence, that is equal to critical angle, the refracted ray is going like this. Angle between normal and the refracted ray is equal to 90 degree. It grazes the surface. It is moving along the surface. Now one more very important question. Critical angle. How do you define critical angle? Critical angle is defined as it is the particular angle of incidence for which refracted ray grazes the surface, or the angle of refraction, that is refracted ray and the normal angle between them is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, mathematically how can you write? We can write as when angle of incident is equal to critical angle, then angle of refraction is equal to 90 degree. This angle is known as critical angle. The critical angle is depending upon pair of the media. Which media pair you are taking? For air, water it is different. For air, glass it is different. For water, glass it is different. Is it clear? The critical angle, it is depending upon pair of the media. It is depending upon two mediums, that is rarer as well as denser. It is depending upon rarer medium as well as denser. Now, if you take normally rarer medium as the air medium, then the critical angle and the refractive index of the denser medium, there is some relation is there. You take n be the refractive index of the denser medium and C is the critical angle. Now what is the relation is there in between critical angle and the refractive index is given by n is equal to 1 by sin C. The refractive index of the material or the denser medium is given by n is equal to 1 by sin C. What is C? C is critical angle. Now, from this formula, what will you conclude? If refractive index is more, then critical angle is less. If refractive index is less, then critical angle is more. For example, if you consider the water, the refractive index is 1.33 and the critical angle is nearly equal to 48 degree point something. If you consider glass, refractive index is 1.5, the critical angle is nearly equal to 42 degree point something, some minutes. For diamond, the refractive index is 2.4 and the critical angle is nearly equal to 24 degree and 4 minutes. Therefore, what you conclude? If you keep on increasing the refractive index, then if you keep on increasing the refractive index, if refractive index is increasing, critical angle is decreasing. Both are inversely proportional to each other. It is about critical angle. Now, from the critical angle, what we know, if angle of incidence is equal to critical angle, then the refracted ray grazes the surface, or angle of refraction is equal to 90 degree. Now the question is, if angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, then angle of refraction must be greater than the 90 degree, because for the critical angle the refracted ray is 90 degree. If angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, then angle of refraction must be greater than the 90 degree. Therefore, what will happen? The ray is not going above, the ray is coming below. Means, when the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, then the ray is not refracted. It is totally reflected back to the same medium. This is known as total internal reflection. Is it clear? When the ray of light is going from denser medium to rarer medium, if angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, then the ray is not refracted, it is totally reflected back to same medium. This phenomena is called as total internal reflection. Now, it is one more very important question. How you define total internal reflection? When the angle of incident is greater than the critical angle, then the incident ray totally reflected back to same denser medium. If it is going from glass to air medium, the refracted ray is not again coming in the air medium. The incident rays keep on reflecting in the glass medium only. That is known as what? Total internal reflection. For example, you consider this. This is glass, this is A, then it will be going like this. Inside the glass only we are getting reflection. It is not refraction. This phenomena is called total internal reflection. Here is 2 mark very important question. They may ask that write the condition for total internal refraction. Condition for TIR. TIR means total internal reflection. What are the conditions? The first condition is that the angle of incidence must be greater than the critical angle. You must always incident the angle which is greater than the critical angle. For example, critical angle for the glass is equal to 42 degree point something. You must incident the ray greater than the 42 degree. For example, you incident 45 degree, 50 degree. Then what will happen? There is no refraction, there is totally internal reflection is observed inside the glass. The second condition is that the ray of light must be traveled from denser medium to rarer medium. Then only the total internal reflection phenomena is observed. These are the 2 conditions. Now, again there is 2 mark important question in the examination. They may ask write the application of total internal reflection. Application of TIR, where we are using. The first application is it is used to brilliance of diamond or sparkling of the diamond. The second one is it is used in total reflecting prism. The total reflecting prism is used or it is working on the principle of total internal reflection. The third one is optical fiber. These 3, brilliance of diamond, total reflecting prism and the optical fiber, all these 3 are working on the principle of total internal reflection. In next class we will see one by one how these are working.